The 1980s. Big hair, neon clothes, synthesizer music, and a Hollywood scene buzzing with wild romances. Back then, celebrities didn't just date, they made headlines. Paparazzi cameras followed them to every club, every beach vacation, and every red carpet. But while some couples went on to become legends, others burned bright and faded fast, leaving behind stories that are now almost forgotten. Today, we're dusting off the tabloids and diving into 10 celebrity couples of the 80s you probably forgot about, and the scandals that made them unforgettable at the time. 1. Madonna and Sean Penn. Before Madonna became the queen of reinvention and Sean Penn won Oscars, they were Hollywood's most unpredictable couple. They married in 1985 after a whirlwind romance, and their relationship was anything but quiet. Nicknamed the Poison Pens by the press, they fought in public, yelled at paparazzi, and had a marriage so turbulent it became tabloid gold. Their explosive personalities clashed, leading to an ugly split in 1989. While both moved on to huge careers, this volatile love story is one of the most infamous of the decade. 2. Rob Lowe and Melissa Gilbert. Rob Lowe was the heartthrob of the Brat Pack, and Melissa Gilbert was America's sweetheart from Little House on the Prairie. They began dating as teenagers in the late 70s, but their romance heated up in the 80s, and it was intense. Rumors of infidelity swirled, and Rob's wild party lifestyle clashed with Melissa's more traditional outlook. The relationship finally collapsed in 1987, leaving Gilbert heartbroken. Years later, she admitted she was deeply in love and devastated when it ended. 3. Eddie Murphy and Whitney Houston. It sounds like a pairing dreamed up by pop culture fanfiction, but yes, Eddie Murphy and Whitney Houston had a quiet romance in the mid-80s. Eddie was at the peak of his Saturday Night Live and Beverly Hills Cop fame, while Whitney was becoming one of the most powerful voices in music. They kept things low-key, but whispers of their romance floated through the tabloids. While it never turned into a long-term relationship, it's one of those surprising couples of the decade. 4. Michael Jackson and Brooke Shields. Michael Jackson and Brooke Shields' friendship often blurred into dating rumors. The king of pop and the teenage supermodel were a paparazzi favorite, appearing at award shows and premieres hand in hand. While both insisted their relationship was platonic, the public couldn't get enough of the glamorous pairing. In later years, Brooke described Michael as sweet, shy, and deeply caring. But in the 80s, they were the ultimate innocent Hollywood couple. 5. Sarah Jessica Parker and Robert Downey Jr. Long before Sex and the City or Iron Man, Sarah Jessica Parker and Robert Downey Jr. were one of the quirkiest couples in Hollywood. They met on the set of a movie in 1984 and dated for 7 years. But Robert's struggles with substance abuse eventually became too much for Sarah Jessica to handle. She later admitted she was madly in love, but had to walk away to protect herself. Their romance was a mix of young love, star power, and Hollywood chaos. 6. Don Johnson and Barbra Streisand. Yes, you read that right. The Miami Vice heartthrob and the legendary singer-actress had a brief fling in the late 80s. Their romance was unexpected and short-lived, but set off a media frenzy. Both were at the height of their fame, and their chemistry, though fleeting, was undeniable. It's one of those couplings that feels almost too surreal to be true. 7. Winona Ryder and Johnny Depp. Technically, their most famous years were in the early 90s, but Winona and Johnny's romance began at the very end of the 80s, and it was instantly iconic. Johnny even tattooed Winona Forever on his arm, a decision he later had to modify after their breakup. They were Hollywood's dark, brooding, artsy couple, and their love story burned hot and fast, cementing their place in romantic legend. 8. Demi Moore and Emilio Estevez. Before Bruce Willis or Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore was engaged to Brat Pack actor Emilio Estevez. They were considered the golden couple of young Hollywood in the mid-80s, even planning a wedding that ultimately never happened. Rumors swirled about Emilio's alleged cheating, and by 1987, the relationship was over. Still, for a time, they were a picture-perfect match in the public eye. Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall. In the late 1980s, Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger and supermodel Jerry Hall were one of the most talked-about couples in the world. Their relationship was glamorous but full of scandal, with constant rumors of Jagger's affairs and wild rock and roll lifestyle. The pair had a long, turbulent romance that blurred the lines between passion and chaos, making them one of the decade's most unforgettable, yet often forgotten, celebrity couples. 10. Liza Minnelli and Peter Allen. Okay, technically they married in the 70s, but their relationship and the drama surrounding it spilled into the 80s. Liza's marriage to singer-songwriter Peter Allen ended amid revelations that Peter was gay, a fact Liza reportedly didn't know when they wed. Despite the heartbreak, they remained friends until Peter's death. Their love story was a mix of old Hollywood glamour and very modern complications. The 80s were an unforgettable time in pop culture, and these romances, whether passionate, messy, or just plain surprising, show how unpredictable celebrity love can be. Some of these couples burned out in scandal, others drifted apart quietly.